Gamers, don't click away. The Last of Us Part 3 might finally be happening, and we have got all the exciting leaks, rumors, and story details you need to hear. From Ellie's future to new worlds, evolved zombies, and even a furry companion. This could change everything. Let's dive right in. Sony is reportedly pushing Naughty Dog to make The Last of Us Part 3 after the studio finishes working on their brand new sci-fi IP. This means the game might come a little later, but Sony doesn't want to let the series end just yet. Naughty Dog's new IP is said to be completely different, a futuristic sci-fi adventure, but Sony still wants the studio to return to its biggest hit, The Last of Us, because fans keep asking for Ellie's story to continue. One of the biggest questions Part 3 must answer is about Ellie. Will she finally give the world a cure using her immunity, or will she keep being hunted by groups that want to capture her for experiments? Fans think Ellie's journey is far from over. She still has to face the pain of her past, and many believe she will travel to new lands, searching for peace while also running from those who want her blood. A huge twist that's being rumored is Ellie finally getting a furry companion. Just like Joel had Ellie, this time Ellie could have a loyal dog at her side. The bond between them may become a big part of the story. Alongside the dog, Ellie might also travel with a horse. This could help her explore bigger open world areas, making travel feel more free and exciting compared to the last games. Naughty Dog is expected to introduce new characters. These survivors could either help Ellie on her path or become enemies with their own motives. This will add fresh drama and conflicts. The map is said to be much larger this time. Instead of just one main city, players may explore multiple regions, including forests, snowy mountains, and ruined modern towns. The Last of Us has always shown different types of infected. In Part 3, zombies might evolve into scarier and stronger creatures, making survival even harder. Imagine facing a zombie that can see in the dark or one that can run faster than ever before. Rumors suggest that Naughty Dog is experimenting with new infected designs to shock players. Part 3 might shift from a mostly linear story to something slightly more open, giving players choices in how they explore the world and survive. Sony knows how huge the franchise is, especially after the success of the HBO series. That's another reason they want Naughty Dog to make Part 3. It could become one of the biggest PlayStation exclusives ever. Ellie's emotional journey will likely be the heart of the story again. Fans want to see her grow, heal, and maybe even find a reason to live beyond revenge. The theme of family could return in a big way with her dog, her horse, and new friends. Ellie might start building her own kind of family in the broken world. We might also see new playable characters just like Abby in Part 2. Naughty Dog could also surprise us with a brand new survivor story that connects with Ellie's path. Multiplayer might also come back. While Factions 2 is its own project, Part 3 could still include co-op missions or survival modes. Naughty Dog has always been about pushing graphics to the limit, with PS5 and maybe even PS6 by the time it releases. Part 3 could look realistic. Many fans believe Joel's memory will continue to haunt Ellie, shaping her decisions. Flashbacks could still be a big part of the storytelling. The ending of Part 3 is the biggest mystery. Will Ellie sacrifice herself to save the world, or will she choose her own life and freedom over becoming a cure? That's a question Naughty Dog might finally answer. At the end of the day, The Last of Us Part 3 isn't just about another game. It's the final chapter of one of the gaming's most emotional stories, and fans around the world are waiting to see how Ellie's journey ends. So what do you think, guys? Should Ellie give the world a cure or live her life in the freedom with her new companions? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below, guys. I'll love to hear from you. And right now, there is no confirmed release date or official announcement for The Last of Us Part 3. Naughty Dog has been very quiet about the game's development, and reports suggest that it won't arrive until 2027 or later. This is because the studio is currently focusing on its new project, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. If Part 3 does eventually happen, it will likely launch on the PlayStation 5 or maybe even the PlayStation 6, depending on how far away the release is. Fans are already wondering if the game and the HBO series will line up with each other. The HBO show still has at least 2 more seasons planned to cover the story of The Last of Us Part 2. That means it will be years before they even reach the point where a Part 3 story could be told. The big question is, will Naughty Dog release Part 3 before the show catches up, or will HBO wait for the game and then adapt it later? It's possible that the series could end where the games currently end, letting Naughty Dog finish Ellie's story first. But there's also a chance that HBO will keep the show going and adapt Part 3 whenever it eventually arrives. For now, fans will have to wait for both both the next seasons of the HBO series and for any official news on The Last of Us Part 3. And guys, there is no denying that The Last of Us is one of the most successful franchises in video game history, with the Naughty Dog saga going on to inspire a live-action television show and plenty more. Currently consisting of just 2 parts, fans have been ready for news on The Last of Us Part 3 since the latest entry dropped back in 2020, but now Naughty Dog has hardly been forthcoming in its answers, with its head Neil Druckmann saying a third part could be a possibility to outright denying it. Fans do not know where they stand. However, things are about to get a whole lot more confusing as Druckmann has spoken out again in recent days. In an interview with Variety, the Naughty Dog head said that there's more stuff happening in The Last of Us world that has never been announced. Following the news that he would no longer working on HBO's The Last of Us show, Druckmann revealed that his was due to his busy schedule and he wanted to spend the time working on future video game projects. It was time to go back to the thing that started it all, which is just full-time video game work, he explained. But other things are coming and we can announce more things very soon. Of course, Druckmann does not provide any concrete information on a possible The Last of Us 3, but Naughty Dog only works on a project if it has a solid idea and one which the developers are excited for. When we finished The Last of Us Part 2 and that was highly successful for us, we were debating whether we should go just straight into The Last of Us Part 3, and we had a really long period where we looked at ideas for maybe what could be in that game, he continued. However, it seems as though that solid idea never came to fruition as we are still yet to hear any official confirmation of The Last of Us Part 3, and the team has instead turned its attention to its upcoming IP, that is Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. Nevertheless, some fans are still hopeful that The Last of Us Part 3 will be announced one day and took to social media to share their thoughts on the more possibility. Part 3 is coming, one account also posted alongside, and I believe in it, somebody told. Another agreed the day this gets announced it will be so big. So fans are also very excited for The Last of Us Part 3. For now, fans can check out The Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2 across all platforms, as well The Last of Us television show season 1 and 2 on HBO. By the time, fans have to wait, and there's no official word as to when the unannounced The Last of Us Part 3 will be released, but we at least know that it should arrive after Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, which is likely to arrive sometime in 2026 on PlayStation 5 or 2027. So let's be positive, guys, and hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more notifications. The bell icon, bro, that's the most important thing of all time. Do click it because you guys deserve the notifications sooner, and we will be covering up every Last of Us Part 3 topic here on in this channel, from official news to rumors to music and much more. So do subscribe for more, guys. Until then, thank you for all the love and support you guys have given us. Take care, stay tuned for more updates, and see you all in our next video. This is Capix Gaming, and goodbye.